Vanakkam students, today we are going to learn lesson 4, the Turkish invasion in India. Who was the first Turkish ruler to invade India? Yes, you are correct, Mehmet of Ghazni. He was a Turkish slave and leader of Afghanistan. He wanted to spread Islam and gain wealth. He was the one who began 200-year Muslim rule in India. Why did he invade India? Mehmet of Ghazni wanted to build a magnificent empire in Central Asia, and he also wanted to build a large army to annex and protect his territories in the region. When he heard about the rich wealth of Indian temples and palaces, he decided to invade India. He didn't want to establish the political power over India, rather, he plundered and destroyed the Hindu and Buddhist temples. He raids into India from 1001 to 1027 CE. We heard about the Abbasid dynasty in the lesson Rise of Islam. After its decline, Subuktigin, a Turkish noble, acquired the adjoining parts of Ghazni. His son Mehmed wanted to achieve the glory of the greatest conqueror of the world. So, when he heard about the wealth of Indo-Gangetic plains, he attacked and plundered North India 17 times from 1001 to 1025 CE. The picture showing you is about the brief introduction of Turkish invasion in India. The Turks were overpowered the caliphs because they are warlike people. They invaded India and gained control over the Sindh and Multan. Soon they entered into India beyond Sindh and Multan. The picture showing you is the empire of Mehmet of Ghazni. It took part from 1001 to 1029 CE. He wanted to extend his parts over Punjab to Afghanistan in the northern part of India by defeating Jaipal, Hindu Shahi ruler. His success expanded the territory and became an Islamic state known as the Delhi Sultanate. He didn't want to establish the political control over India. Rather, he plundered the wealth of the Indian temple and palaces. One of the most important raid of Mehmet was the Somnath expedition. It was in 1025 CE, took part in Kathiawar. He completely destroyed the temple and took away the plunder to the place called Ghazni, and there he established beautiful gardens, mosques, libraries, and colleges. He also attacked and raided rich cities and towns like Nagarkot, Multan, Alwar, Taneshwar, Madura, and Somnath. Muhammad defeated the combined forces and annexed Jaipal's kingdom along with Multan in 1008 CE. He also patronized scholars, artists, and poets. Al-Biruni received Muhammad's patronage. He wrote Kitab ul-Hind, which is one of the finest works on astronomy, mathematics, geography, and philosophy. Firdausi, the author of Shahnama, was a great poet in Muhammad's court. Mehmet of Ghazni had commissioned Firdausi to write Shahnama, or the Book of Kings. He had promised a rich reward to Firdausi for his work. Mehmet also founded a university in Ghazni. Showing you is the picture of Al-Biruni's work. It was taken from his manuscripts in the chronology of world and ancient nation. He was a great Indologist and a great philosopher and an astronomer. He identified the phases of moon, and he translated many works from Sanskrit to Arabic. The most ambitious and profitable expedition was Muhammad's attack on the Somnath temple in Kathiawar in 1025 CE. In this, more than 50,000 people died defending the temple. The picture showing you is a brief recap of Muhammad Ghazna's empire, the background and the areas overrun by Ghazni. Decline of Ghazni's rule in India. Muhammad Ghazni was the last powerful ruler of Ghaznavid. His successors were weak and powerless. After Muhammad's death, Alauddin Hussein of Ghori took advantage and made Ghor independent, and he captured the places of Ghaznavid Empire. By the year 1186 AD, Ghaznavid Empire came to an end and Ghoris rose to power. This is how the decline of Ghazni's rule in India took part. Thank you, children.